Let me ask you something honest. Have you ever been in a conversation with a woman and something felt different? The air felt charged. She kept finding reasons to stay close. And deep down, some part of you thought, is she interested in me? But then the moment passed, and you did nothing. And later, lying in bed, you replayed every single second of it and realized, she was. If that has ever happened to you, this video is going to change everything. Because today I am going to reveal the 3 clearest psychological signals a woman sends when desire has already been activated inside her. Not maybe, not possibly. Already activated. And I need you to stay until signal number 3. Because that one happens right in front of you, in plain sight, and almost every man walks right past it without ever knowing what he just missed. Before we get into the signs, I have to say something important. Something most people in this space will never tell you. If you have missed these moments before, and you probably have, it is not because you are not attractive enough. It is not because you lack confidence or charm or the right words. It is because nobody ever sat you down and taught you how female desire actually communicates. And here is the truth that changes everything. Male desire and female desire do not speak the same language. When a man feels attracted to someone, he moves toward it directly. He acts, he approaches, he says something. When a woman feels desire, she does something completely different. She tests, she creates context, she opens a door, and then she waits to see if you are man enough to walk through it with her. This is not manipulation. This is biology. Evolutionary psychology shows us that for thousands of years, women needed certainty before vulnerability, before trust, before giving themselves fully to someone. That instinct is still wired into the female brain today. So when she wants you, she does not announce it. She whispers it in behavior, in touch, in eye contact, in the spaces she creates around the two of you. These are the 3 whispers, and now you are going to learn how to hear them. Signal number 1. She touches you when there is absolutely no reason to. Now I want you to pay close attention here, because this is not about whether she touches you. It is about the quality, the intention, and the timing of the touch. Think about it. In normal social interaction, we touch people all the time and it means nothing. A pat on the back, a handshake, a brush past someone in a hallway. These are neutral, but there is a different kind of touch. Neuroscientists call it initiation contact. And it happens when someone's nervous system is drawn to another person so strongly that the body starts closing the physical distance on its own, often before the conscious mind even catches up. Here is what it looks like in practice. She is laughing at something you said and she puts her hand on your forearm. She is walking beside you and her shoulder presses into yours just slightly more than the space requires. She is telling you a story and she touches your hand to make a point, and then her hand stays there just a half second longer than it needed to. That half second is everything. That is her body saying something her voice has not said yet. It is her nervous system confirming your presence, pulling you closer without words. When she does not pull away immediately when the touch lingers, she is testing how you receive it. She is asking without asking, are you present? Are you aware of me? The wrong response is to flinch, to overreact, or to go stiff and awkward. The right response is calm, warm presence. You receive the touch without making it a big deal, and you let the energy between you grow naturally from there. Touch like this is never accidental. Remember that. Signal number 2. The quality of her eye contact changes in a very specific way. Everyone knows that eye contact matters. But what most men do not know is that there is a precise pattern of eye contact that signals desire, and it is backed by decades of research in nonverbal behavioral psychology. Here is what happens physiologically when a woman is attracted to you. Her pupils dilate slightly. This is completely involuntary. It is the autonomic nervous system responding to arousal, the same system that controls your heartbeat and your breathing. She is not choosing it. Her body is simply responding to you. But beyond pupil dilation, watch for this sequence. She holds eye contact with you for longer than the social neutral. Not staring, it is not uncomfortable, it is warm and extended in a way that feels intentional. And then when she finally looks away, she does not look to the side. She looks down. That downward glance is the signal that separates polite interest from real desire. Looking away to the side is social disconnection. It means she is breaking the moment. But looking down is a micro-expression of receptivity, of openness. Researchers in nonverbal communication have studied this pattern across dozens of cultures and thousands of interactions. It is not learned, it is not performed. It is one of the most instinctive signals the human face produces. And then she looks back up at you directly, sometimes with a slight smile, sometimes with none at all. Just that quiet, steady gaze that lands on you like she is seeing something she likes. This cycle repeats. Eye contact held, look down, look back up. When you see it happen twice in a single conversation, it is not a coincidence. It is an invitation. The right response is to hold your eye contact steadily, to smile slightly, not a grin, just quiet confidence, and to let the moment breathe. Do not rush it. Do not fill it with words, just be present in it. Presence in that moment says more than any line ever could. Signal number 3, the one almost every man misses completely. She starts creating private space between the two of you where there was none before. You are at a social event, a dinner, a party, a work function. There are other people around, conversations are happening in every direction, and then something shifts. She finds a reason to pull you slightly away from the group. She says, "Come with me, I want to show you something." She suggests the two of you grab a drink together, just the two of you. She leans in and lowers her voice as though she is about to tell you something meant only for you. She positions herself so that your conversation feels like it exists inside its own quiet bubble, separate from everything else happening around you. This is not casual. This is not accidental. This is one of the most deliberate and psychologically significant things a woman in desire does. Before a woman is ready to open up physically or emotionally to someone, she needs to first create a sense of safety, emotional safety, spatial safety, relational safety. She needs to feel like the two of you exist in your own world, even briefly. By creating that private space, she's doing two things simultaneously. First, she is signaling that she wants more of you, just you, without the noise of everyone else around. Second, she is testing you. She is watching to see whether you enter that bubble with confidence and presence, or whether you hesitate, look uncomfortable, or retreat back into the group. Because here is what she is really asking in that moment. Can this man hold space? Is he present enough to recognize what I am offering? Is he secure enough to step into it with me without making it weird? If you hesitate, if you deflect back to the group or change the subject or lose your composure, the door quietly closes. But if you step into it, if you hold the space with warmth and quiet confidence, if you lean in slightly, drop your voice to match hers, and let your full attention land on her, the connection deepens instantly. That moment is where everything either begins or ends. And most men, because they never knew what it meant, have let it end 100 times without ever knowing why. Now you know. So let us bring all three of these together, because when they occur in combination, and they often do, you are not looking at ambiguity anymore. You are looking at a clear, consistent signal from someone who wants more of you and is hoping, deeply hoping, that you will understand it. She touches you and lets the contact linger. Her eye contact deepens and her gaze finds yours and then drops and returns. She finds a way to create a moment that belongs only to the two of you. When you see all three, the question is no longer whether she is interested. The only question is, how do you respond? And the answer to that is always the same. Presence, confidence, calm. Not a performance, not a line. Not a technique, just a man who is fully in the moment, fully aware of what is happening, and grounded enough to let it unfold without forcing it or running from it. That quality, that calm, present awareness is more attractive than almost anything else a man can bring into an interaction. It communicates safety, maturity, strength. I want to leave you with this. You did not miss those moments in the past because something was wrong with you. You missed them because you were in the game without knowing the rules. And nobody handed you the playbook. Today, 3 of those rules just changed for you. You now understand what a lingering touch actually means. You understand the eye contact pattern that signals real desire. And you understand the private space signal, the one most men walk past every single day without ever knowing what it was. A pride knowledge like this does not just help you in one conversation. It changes the way you move through every room, every interaction, every moment where something real could begin. If you want to go deeper, if you want to understand not just how to recognize these signals, but exactly how to respond to them in a way that builds genuine magnetic attraction, the full guide Secrets of Attraction is in the description below. It covers everything in detail with real scenarios, real responses, and a framework that actually works. If this gave you something real today, subscribe, because what is coming next is even more direct and you will not want to miss it. I am Sally, and I will see you in the next one.